Guys, we talk about families at war. My wife's grandmother and grandfather and her dad, born Canning Town, East End, real East End people. Her dad, my wife's dad, though, funny enough, supported Arsenal. And so, my wife and her brothers, they're all Arsenal boys. But, of course, her dad's brothers all supported West Ham. So she's got loads of cousins that are all West Ham supporters. And they are real hardcore. I remember going to one of her cousins' weddings. This is going years ago. And, towards the end of the night, they're all loads of them singing. They're seriously necks out there. They're all singing Bubbles and everything. It's sort of got to that stage of the evening. And they're lifting up, my wife's cousin lifting him up in the air and sort of, carrying him round. And they are big old guys. And they've all started singing Bubbles, etc. And I'm sitting there with my wife and I was like, oh, come on. So I start going, the Arsenal boys, we are. Ooh. And my wife's uncle comes running over to me. Good old Uncle Pat, he's no longer with us. Good old Cockney boy. Grabs hold of me and goes, no, not here, Reno. Not here. I said, what do you mean? Because I'm thinking, it's all family, all, it's a bit of a laugh, bit of a joke, banter. He says, not here, Reno. He said, these guys, they don't mess around. He said, who are you saying, singing like that? They'll pummel you, so none of that here. It was like, and they were meatheads, seriously. So, but other than that, I have to say, we've got an affiliation with them as a family. We don't want West Ham to go down. Definitely don't. On the other hand, especially as it's Spurs, that could go down. We want Spurs to go down because we're Arsenal people. What are we going to do? How do we feel about this weekend? Well, there's only for me and for my wife, and for all of our kids and grandkids. And, we go back 5 generations of Arsenal fans. So we want Arsenal to beat West Ham. Purely, we want to win the league. West Ham lose it could send them down. We don't want to do that to West Ham. But what's more important, us winning the league or West Ham staying up and Spurs going down? Well, sorry, but it's got to be Arsenal. And there's a little bit of tension running through the old ranks here. And I'm keeping quiet, staying clear of my wife's family from that side for a while. But that's how it is, and that's how, families get divided, guys. This is only cousins, not brothers and sisters, but, so much of me saying, we've got to win it. And then on the other hand, thinking, I hope Leeds beat Spurs this weekend. Anyway, big weekend. Arsenal got to win it. Football Chat Uncensored, Reno talking.